everyone. In this video we're working on Lean On Me for cellos. Please be kind with your expectations of me. I am not a cellist. You can probably play this better than I can, my cello students. But I'm going to play it through one time so you have an idea of how it should sound. Then I'll go back and play it a little slower. Wish me luck! 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 There we go. I made it through. Yay. Okay, so before I get started, I would just like to point out that the key signature of this piece has an F sharp and a C sharp. So that makes life easy in terms of our third finger on the D and our third finger on the A. But the other thing we need to do is an extended 4 on the G string, because when you have, just turn this cello around a little bit, whoops. When you have your fourth finger on the tape, you're playing the note C, but we need a C sharp, so we need to extend it and make it a little higher. So it's higher than our tape. So just remember when you're playing fourth finger on G that it should be extended. You might not be able to stretch that whole thing like this, so if you need to, don't worry about it, just take your first finger off that tape to help you sort of pivot. But use your thumb to help you as well so you don't totally lose your hand. You don't want to go all the way up with your hand like sliding down. We don't want this. We want to just try and keep a little bit grounded with that thumb if you can't reach that whole thing. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to play the whole thing a little slower. Yay. And I'll break it down a little bit so hopefully you can play along with me. So here we go from the beginning to bar 9. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So, judging from what I've heard in class, you guys are pretty good at the first bit. So let's go right ahead and move on. We'll go bar 9 to just before bar 17. So this is where, right there in bar 9, your fourth note is that C sharp, that extended 3. So I don't know if you can see my finger here, but I'm kicking it out a little bit more, okay? Opening up my hand to hit that C sharp. So here we go at bar 9. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and... Okay, and I'm going to stop there because the 2 notes before bar 17, that's a new phrase, that's a new sentence. So you and the violas have the melody here, very exciting. The first violins are going to be clapping along, so you really need to make sure that you're secure in your rhythm so that you don't get too confused when we add all the parts in. So let's go bar 17. We will be repeating this piece eventually, but just in the sake, for the interest of time, I am not repeating, so I'm going to go bar 17 to just before bar 26. Okay, first, or I should clarify, first 2 notes before 17, because that's where the sentence starts. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Sorry, I messed up on the counting there a little bit. Okay, and now bar 26 right to the very end. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... There you go. That is the whole thing. This is a really fun cello part once you kind of get your hand around that extended C sharp there. And the rhythms, but your rhythms are very similar to everyone else's, and they are fairly true to what happens in the original version of the song. So you can give the original version by Bill Withers a listen. That might help you out a little bit. And if you feel like you're ready, then join your part in with the first, seconds, or violas video. Happy practicing cellos, and good luck!